Good morning and welcome to my corner of the universe. Yes, it's the start of Easter Easter week or Holy Week, and although I won't be participating in church services this week, I love this week of the year. I remember when I was teaching that it was really essential to. We would still be teaching at this point, and I would be in the throes of getting started with Songfest and visiting schools and making sure all the tapes were made and everything was doing what it needed to do. Ooh, good grief. That's really quite hard. But this year, as I'm in my little village, I'll be doing something a little bit different. I've just been given a lovely package of ukulele music, so I will be taking out the ukulele and getting to grips with how to play a ukulele. I played guitar for years. Had classical guitar at university for a couple of semesters. Taught myself a lot of classical guitar. I used to have really, really good calluses on my fingers, and I don't have them so much anymore. My parents had gotten my brother and I guitars one year for Christmas. They were Sears silver tone guitars. I think they were like $20 each. And I got myself a book. It was a Mel Bay book of how to play guitar. And although I played flute for quite a while at that point. Guitar was a kind of a new process for me. And I got through the first book in like a day and then realized that that was not going to work for me because it had very little to do with what was actually in the book, but learning how to actually allow my fingers to do what would be necessary to be able to play. And fingers take its repetitive action, much like doing something like this. Oh, it just seems quite foolish, doesn't it, really? So I will be doing that as part of this week. I have a birthday party to go to at the end of the week, which will be nice. And I'm going to continue to work on this. Now, what I'm making and have been making for a while are the parts to go into something that's going to look a bit like this. It's just a lampshade, but each one of those has been cut out individually, has been glued on or stitched on, and I have another lampshade in my living room that I thought could use this process. So I've been making things. So here's the part of what I've made. Yes, and each one has been not just individually cut out, but I've gathered together all of the sides. I then put it into a mold and glued it lightly so that it would stay in that position. And now I'm putting in the little beads just to give it a little bit of a center. This one's a little more involved than the other lampshade that I showed you. And then we have some leaves. Again, everything has been cut out and embroidered. And here's the other side. I'm really pleased how some of these are coming out. And the base, of course, is leaves to go around. So today, while I do this, I'm just going to be putting in some seeds. So today's thought is things take time. Some things just take all the time that they're going to take. You can't rush things. It's the process. I actually enjoy doing this kind of process. I love seeing how things come out, and I'm not rushing to get to the lampshade so that I eventually have that or something like that. I think it's going to be really pretty, and I think it'll add to my living room. It doesn't matter how much I get done every day, as I get something done every day, and that I notice every day. So, be safe out there. Hug someone you love with permission. Smile at someone you don't know. And have a good start to your Easter week.